Who's ready for new fragrances? I got 5 brand new designer fragrances to share with you. One from Dolce & Gabbana, one from Issey Miyake, one from 𝗏𝗏𝗏, one from Mugler, and one from Cartier, which I love. I think Issey Miyake and Cartier are 2 very underrated brands, and these 2 fragrances are very promising. Actually, all 5 are quite promising. So stick around, let's hop into them. Welcome back to another video. Max Forte here. This is a channel where I help you guys find your signature scent and of course make a great and lasting impression. So today we're going to talk about 5 brand new releases. These all happen to be designers. You guys know I do about at least 1 to 2 haul of new fragrances or discoveries every single month here on the channel. I've been doing it for over a decade now, so we're gonna kick off here this new release video with one from Dolce & Gabbana. And let me know in the comments right now, the first quarter of the year is gone. Of course, this is the time you're watching this video is actually May. So, you know, the first 4 months of the year are gone. What do you think about 2023 so far as releases? What is your favorite new release of the year so far? Let me know in the comments. And of course, we're gonna hop into Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. This is going to be another iteration of the Light Blue flankers. This is going to be the Summer Vibes. And I believe it or not, Dolce & Gabbana now has made in Italy in their bottles, including the Pour Homme. So I'm very curious to try a newer version of the Pour Homme, which has been my favorite for, you know, decades now, you know, at least 2 decades. So I can't wait to try that fragrance because I'm hopeful that the fragrance will go back to what it used to be, but that remains to be seen. Today we're talking about Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, Summer Vibes, brand new. I love this, you know, gorgeous tile-like vibe that you get here with the bottle. The box is actually pretty cool, it, you know, matches the bottle. But this fragrance here, I haven't heard much about it, so let's go for first impression here. I'm gonna tell you guys what I think about it, of course. So Light Blue Summer Vibes, as we know, summer, you know, fragrances are usually limited edition. This one here, it says right on the box that is going to be, actually it doesn't say this is a limited edition, but a lot of the flankers of, you know, these fragrances that are summer flankers are usually limited edition. They stick around for, you know, 6 months to a year, and then they're gone. They phase them out, they bring something else new. So Summer Vibes is actually quite nice. There is a green feel here from Cypress. I know that because I looked at the notes beforehand. And the cypress note here gives this nice woodiness and greenness to the fragrance, which I love, but also, of course, it's gonna have this aquatic blue feel to the fragrance as you get with all the light blues. This is a little different take. There's nothing really new here. When you smell this fragrance, you're familiar with aquatic blue scents that are a little bit ozonic. You're gonna know that this is a familiar scent. But it smells good. Looking at the notes, it doesn't give you much. Amber wood in the base, cypress in the heart, and lemons up top is what you're gonna get. As far as notes are concerned, there's more to the fragrance, of course. There is a vetiver here as well that I'm getting. Definitely fruity, ozonic, and green kind of a scent. Great for the summertime, of course. Would I go down and buy this right off the bat at, you know, full price? Absolutely not, especially if in your collection you have fragrances that are doing this job, blue, ozonic, aquatic, you know, more of the same. Don't spend your hard-earned money on this fragrance right away. Wait for it to go to the counters, and of course, you can pick up a decant at perfume.com. In fact, there's a sale going on right now. The time you're watching this video is actually, I believe today is May 5th, so Cinco de Mayo. There's a sale going on right now on top of my Max 20, add another 5, 20 plus 5 is 25. Get 25% off with Max 25 site-wide for the next 72 hours, guys. Details below. So you can try this fragrance and all the ones I'm gonna talk about here today, and thousands to choose from. You guys know it, indie designer, niche, perfume.com has you covered. So this is a good one. Again, I'm not grading these fragrances anymore, but this is more of the same. This is not gonna give you anything too new or to, write home about. It is a nice blue scent, just leave it at that. Now the next one I am very, very, very curious about because I do love the note of vetiver. It's one of my favorite notes along with oak moss and lavender. Of course, I like my boozy scents, my leather fragrances, you guys know it, and my tobacco fragrances. This one here is going to be l'Odyssée Pour Homme, but a vetiver edition that they released just this year. I want to say a couple months ago. I was able to get a bottle. These are a little hard to get, guys. Dolce & Gabbana Summer Vibes starting to populate now, but this one here a little hard to get. But again, whenever I hear about a new release from Issey Miyake, I jump on it because over the last 5 years, they have put out quite a bit of great fragrances within their line, especially the darker ones, because Issey Miyake was always known for, you know, ethereal, citrus, aromatic kind of fragrances, but over the last few years they have, especially when it comes to the Middle Eastern special releases that I featured here on the channel. But this one here is the vetiver edition of Pour Homme, so I'm very excited. Sprays are actually very good on Issey Miyake's. Issey Miyake, again, a very underrated brand, guys. Check the spray. Ooh, okay. Stop. Guys, this is good. This opens up really nice. It is fresh, it is woody. There is this powderiness to it. I think there's sandalwood in here as well. And I'm getting this really nice cinnamon and cloves kind of a vibe that's a little bit powdery. Very unique. I am really enjoying this from a first impression here. This is a good one, guys. If you do love vetiver, they actually did a good job on this one. This is a little bit spicy, a little bit powdery, definitely woody. The vetiver here is fruity, not very smoky at all. There is a little bit of an earthiness here, but this is quality, guys. Good stuff. You know, right now, much better than Summer Vibes. I could definitely see myself rocking this fragrance as a signature scent, day wear. You know, if I'm going to meet somebody, if I want to, again, make a great first impression, this will definitely make it possible. And looking at the notes, they're giving us vetiver from Haiti, ginger, clary sage, and watery notes. So it's going to be a great summer vetiver fragrance because it is rather very appealing. There's almost like a soapy quality to it. And the ginger up top here is very zesty. Really digging this one, guys. Check it out. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised with 𝗷𝗏𝗏𝗏 Vetiver Edition. And again, brands are trying to give us very limited notes. And I'm looking at the notes here for this next one that I'm going to share with you from the 𝗏𝗏𝗏 Wanted line, which I'm not a huge fan to be honest with you. I think Wanted by Night is my favorite so far from this line. And this one here is the brand new 2023 𝗏𝗏𝗏 Wanted Eau de Parfum. And again, all 5 fragrances are brand new 2023. Let me know in the comments if you have tried any of these. And if you have, let me know your thoughts on them. Let me know if you agree with me or if you diverge from what I'm saying here. But of course, also, let me know what has been your favorite releases of the year so far. So this is a silver bottle all the way. Looks nice. You've seen one, you've seen them all. All the 𝗏𝗏𝗏 Wanted bottles are the same. They follow the same kind of a profile of the fragrance bottles. Sprays are actually nice here as well. They do a good job. So 𝗏𝗏𝗏 Wanted, this is not going to be by night or anything like that. It's just called 𝗏𝗏𝗏 Wanted Eau de Parfum Edition. This is going to follow suit to that syrupy, sweet, abundant kind of a fragrance, that's very playful, very youthful. I think anybody that's, 25 or younger will love this fragrance. It's going to make you smell great if you want to go out with your friends, if you want to go out partying, if you want to go on a date. It's going to check all those boxes. It smells really nice. There's nothing not going to like here. However, it's only telling me it has juniper berries, sage, and vetiver. I get, of course, a lot more here. I get vanilla, I get tonka. This is sweet, it's creamy, perhaps some sandalwood in here as well. Definitely some citrus notes up top. Don't get much of the juniper berries feel here. Definitely a ton of, tonka, vanilla, sweet notes. Perhaps that vetiver is laced with sage, which is giving me a slight mature vibe here when compared to other fragrances of this line that are more youthful, more juvenile. But this one here, still retaining that very youthful, very playful vibe about this fragrance. I like it. I don't love it. I think it's still giving me more of the same. I am hoping that, 𝗏𝗏𝗏 will come up with something different and unique, because this one here is definitely not. And of course, all major designer brands are doing this. And of course, Mugler had to jump on the bandwagon. We have Angel Elixir from Mugler. Now, this is supposed to be primarily a women's fragrance, but as you guys know, there's no gender in fragrance. I myself share the original Angel Women with my wife, so I do enjoy that fragrance an awful lot. So I am very hopeful that this will be an amazing fragrance, perhaps a fusion between the men's and the women's, giving us something even more unique. The bottle is going to be this beautiful dark blue, cobalt blue kind of a bottle with a silver accent up top. Let's see what we get here from the sprayers. Very powerful, not hard to press. Okay, so this here is going to be deviating from the patchouli bomb that we come accustomed to, the chocolatey patchouli gourmand that we become accustomed to with this fragrance. This is actually going to be very solar and very tuberose infused. There's a ton of tuberose here, Divana. It's going to be that kind of a scent. These notes are very in right now. This is going to be floral, it's going to be fruity, it's going to be creamy, again, solar, suntan lotion, tuberose infused here, very powerful. Definitely, I can tell this is going to be long lasting and a beast of a fragrance, but I am a little sad that it didn't give me that chocolatey patchouli gourmand that I'm used to. You might love it. I think this is not as good as I anticipated. Definitely heavy floral here, heavy fruits, definitely vanilla, definitely, tuberose and solar notes is how I would describe this fragrance. I like it, I don't love it. I think it's my least favorite from the Mugler line at this point. But again, taste is very subjective. You might smell it, you might love it. And this one here, not only my least favorite from the 4 I talked about so far, but definitely the one that leans feminine the most, to my taste, of course. Looking at the notes, tons of florals here, ylang ylang, orange blossom, jasmine. There's a sandalwood, there's the vanilla, pink pepper up top, which not very spicy, definitely very floral, very creamy, a little bit sweet. Definitely that tuberose solar kind of a vibe that I'm getting with this one. Always, as I always say, try before you buy it. All ladies watching this, or guys, this is something that you're gonna find very easily because it's, you know, something that you can find at your regular general store, and you should definitely try this on skin before you purchase the bottle. Don't blind buy it. Last but not least, one here from Cartier, which I love. This is going to be from the Pasha collection. I believe this is the 5th or 6th iteration of this line. This is called Noir Absolute. Very curious about this one. You guys know I love Cartier, whether you go with the Declaration, the Roadster line, or the Pasha. I love Cartier. I think it's a very underrated brand, and you get a ton of great quality for the money. First of all, I love the bottle in this fragrance. I think they did a tremendous job. I mean, the bottles themselves look great, but the color combination here is just incredible. This is going to have this matte finish, kind of like Tom Ford ombre leather. So it has that beautiful matte finish. Love it. You have the accent here of the metal up top and the tip of the cap, and also there's a metal line that goes through the bottle. Love it. Cartier right there, Pasha de Cartier. Very curious about this one. I am always curious. Cartier Pasha Parfum, or Eau de Parfum, is definitely my favorite, which has that whiskey note up top. This one, nice sprayer. Wow. This is just a wow fragrance. Again, guys, try this. This is good. And Pasha is a line that I love, you know, from the original, I believe from 92 or 93, which is a Fougère, and then all the subsequent flankers from the line, which perhaps if you guys want, let me know in the comments. I will do a full Pasha de Cartier, you know, line here, talking to you guys about all the different Pashas and which ones are my favorite. But this one here, this is nutty. Opens up almost like roasted, you know, hazelnuts, not chestnuts, but hazelnuts. It's very earthy and nutty. When you're looking at the notes, it tells you it has caramel and charred woods. So there's definitely a smoky nuttiness to the fragrance. The caramel here adds this beautiful sweet nuance to the fragrance, but it's not overly sweet. It's not sickly, syrupy sweet. It's just enough to make it interesting. Of course, there are more notes here. I'm picking up vetiver here in the base as well. The opening here is very nice, but you have hardly any citrus. It goes straight into woody, smoky, you know, territory. It is a darker kind of a scent. This, from everything I try here today, is the winner of this haul. Loving this one. Glad I left this one for last. In fact, I think this is deserving of full wearings. It's still a little cold here. It's still, you know, spring, early spring. It's still actually, you know, mid-spring. You know, we're heading into a month and a half towards the summer. So it's gonna get warmer and warmer, but it's still a fragrance that I could see myself wearing for evening wear right now, you know, perhaps dresser occasions. This is a great release from 2023. From the first impression here, this had me at hello, and I'm gonna tell you right now, when I say wow in these videos, you know, if something just catches my attention, it is something to consider checking out, guys. Pasha de Cartier, definitely the best here from the haul. I definitely want to wear this more, you know, dive into it more and experience, and, you know, the dry down, the development. It is a great smelling scent. Let me know in the comments, of course, what has been your favorite releases of the year so far, and maybe your favorite altogether 2023 release for the first 4 months. Again, from the 5 I talked about today, Pasha de Cartier Noir Absolute is definitely the best one. The other ones are okay, and the vetiver probably at number 2. My favorite, the vetiver from Issey Miyake. Definitely check these out. Of course, you can use my code MAX25 at perfume.com for the next 72 hours to experience 25% off site-wide. Try before you buy it. And of course, when these become available at fragrancebuy.ca, the partner of the channel, you can pick them up at a discount. Again, all links below, discounts, anything and everything available to you to keep you in the know, fragrance world. I will make sure it's delivered to you right here on the channel. Keep it tuned in. If you do enjoy the channel, leave a like, subscribe for more, and I'll see you right back here with another video very soon. Take care.